And joining us now, consultant on human trafficking and paralegal who's testified in front of Congress on the border crisis, specifically Ali Hopper, along with former DHS senior advisor, Newsmax contributor, and the author of Terrorists on the Border and in Our Country, Charles Marino. Welcome to both of you. Charles, I want to start with you here. So we were listening to Jason, who was saying, obviously, things have gotten so much better as we've been reporting. Also, there's, of course, a lot of heavy lifting, using his words, left to be done. Is this why so many 3,000 troops, strikers are being sent? It seemed like things have gotten better. That almost seems like there's a response to an issue or a problem.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the semantics here. So let me go through the Secure Fence Act of 2006 mandates 100% as deeming operational control of the southwest border. That is absolutely, nobody makes it in illegally into the country. Most previous secretaries of Homeland Security have not recognized that as being realistic. They have said anything under 1,000 encounters across both the southern and northern borders is operational control. If you look at that as being the most realistic scenario and metrics to use, then the Trump administration has reestablished operational control of the border in record time from one of the worst crises in the history of the country under the Biden administration. But to say that anything is going to be 100% is almost impossible. So what you want to do is use these troops to implement the most deterrence possible to drive these numbers down. And that's exactly what they're doing. So they're in the right direction. They're implementing the right strategies.
Absolutely. Certainly sending a message, too. There's also a ripple effect to this. I mean, let's look ahead to later this week. On Wednesday, the mayors of 4 sanctuary cities, Boston, Chicago, Denver, and New York City, are set to testify at a high-stakes hearing before the House Oversight Committee on their failure to cooperate with federal immigration authorities. Ali, we have seen this time and time again here in these sanctuary cities, especially right here in New York City. We see what's happened, the amount of money that's been spent. What are you expecting to hear from this?
I look forward to hearing their answers to responses about putting illegals above American citizens. We have veterans homeless on the street. We have children that need and rely on those social programs. Those are American citizens. Those are American children, American families, veterans. And I look forward to those mayors, those governors being held accountable for putting illegals above American citizens.
Charles, I want to get your thoughts specifically on, we are talking about the operational control of the border, and thanks for explaining that in your last response. But in terms of getting people who are here illegally already in the country, getting them out, where do you think we are at this point? And I'm assuming a lot of it is the result of those policies in those very blue sanctuary cities.
Yeah, look, under Tom Homan and Kristi Noem, I think there's been an aggressive operation to identify those criminal threats and national security threats to get them out of the country. Now we have to do away with sanctuary cities, which is the primary location housing these very dangerous people, and hold them accountable. And I think you're going to start to see that by their appearance in front of Congress.
It'll be very interesting to see how they handle that and how they defend a lot of their actions. Right. And of course, we'll all be watching. Ali Hopper, Charles Marino, thank you.